just felt like you're so done. Done with working every day. Done with working overtime. You ever like look in your account and be like, wow, I got an extra $100. Then you remember, oh shit, I don't got nothing. I think I forgot to pay a bill. I'm so fed up and I'm so sick and tired. I'm just living paycheck to paycheck, paying bills, paying taxes, trying to buy groceries, and always being broke. It's almost like the corrupt system wants you to work, but they want you to work just enough to be able to pay your bills barely, and not have a freaking penny left for anything. No money for entertainment, no money for going out, no money for gifts. Forget about buying yourself anything. You can't afford that. See people driving brand new cars, but you realize they have the brand new car, but they're totally in debt, driving an $80,000 vehicle with a $900,000 payment. It's absurdity. It's ludicrous.
Now, about this brother saying how his people going around driving $80,000 cars with a $900,000 a month payment, not realizing how unrealistic that is. He probably meant $900 a month, which some people are actually paying for an automobile. And in some instances, more than that, especially on behalf of people who may drive automobiles by the likes of Teslas. And some of you may wonder, where am I going with this? My point of showing this here clip. This here clip and all the other clips I plan on showing after this will be on behalf of how ridiculous the cost of living has gotten lately over the past year or so. And not only that, but due to who we have in office now, as a whole lot of us, well, a whole lot of you may know, how there may be a possibility, of people no longer being eligible for governmental assistance by the likes of Section 8 food stamps as well. And this applies to, if that does happen in a not so distant future as a result of who we have as president, this is on behalf of all of my black queens who claim to be so independent, but still want to rely on the government. My same black queens who want to rely on the government, but yet still want to buy your kids the newest J's every month, the most trendiest outfits, the newest Apple products. This applies to you. Some of the other clips that I'm about to show on behalf of this here video. So stay tuned.
I'm sick of the struggle. I'm sick of struggling to wake up. I'm sick of struggling to go to work. I'm sick of struggling to get through work, drive home from work, see your family, you're exhausted, struggle to go to sleep and start the process all over again with nothing. No savings, no retirement, no nothing. But this is the land of the free, the home of the brave, America.
How do y'all get over depression? Like, I'm extremely depressed. It's just me and my kid. We homeless. I can't get approved for childcare, so therefore I can't get a real job. And if you know me, you know I works. I don't play about work. But I'm only doing this delivery thing right now because that's all I can do. But in Texas, I thought everything was bigger in Texas, but obviously it's not, because I can't even make barely $20 to $30 a day. When I was at home, I get orders for $40, $50, $60. I get to Texas, I see orders for $5, $7, $10. Like, it's a struggle to make $20, $30 a day, like I said.
And this is not only on behalf of this his sister being homeless, and judging from my understanding after going to her TikTok page, as of lately, she has found a home. Thank goodness. By the way, this here reel is from last December 2024, prior to her being able to find a place of her own. But this is also a prime example of how the struggle is real. And on behalf of how she said she hardly was getting orders while doing gig work, I'm assuming that she was driving for DoorDash. She did DoorDash or Grubhub, one of those platforms, possibly more than one. one of the main reasons why she was able to only get low ball orders, and what I mean by low ball orders is orders that didn't amount to anything, to be able to orders who that weren't guaranteed to allow her to be able to sustain her lifestyle, so she could be able to eventually get out of poverty, eventually stop from being homeless. Is because the market is so saturated in pretty much every state throughout the whole nation where they have these gig economy platforms going on. So many other people, ever since these gig economy platforms first came to fold, are applying every day, each and every day, to drive for these platforms just to be able to sustain their income that much more. And even on behalf of people who may work a W-2 based job, there are some that still on the side are driving for these same types of platforms as this sister happens to drive for. She still drive for this platform, because I hardly ever follow her page. I just glanced through it earlier today. Anyways.
I mean, I don't get child support. I ain't got no family here that can help me. I can't leave because my car keep breaking down every other day. So, like, what am I supposed to do? I'm trying my hardest not to just crash out because I got my son and he didn't ask to be here, so I got to do what I got to do for him. But, man.
Hey, family. I'm back. I found out something else. I don't know if y'all heard or not, but Trump is getting rid of that Section 8 and EBT for these people that don't want to get out here and go to work. Your time is up, baby. Y'all, I know most people like us really not feeling Trump, but I'm kind of feeling him on what he's saying about this. Now, how many of y'all have family members, friends, people you know that's been living off Section 8 for 20 years? They rent $3. They don't go to work. Not that they can't go to work. They don't want to go to work. Now, let me say this on the sidebar. They do have some people that need Section 8. Some people that, medically, they can't go to work. Or, they just can't physically. I get it. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to these ones that your mama been on Section 8 all her life, and she ripping and running and doing this and doing that, and then you seen she was on Section 8, paid $3 rent, so now you as a young girl, because you done got pregnant and you got a baby, you go run out there and get on Section 8, and you ain't working, and you having child after child after child, and y'all all on Section 8 getting food stamps, $1,000 a month, and no, that's all about to stop. That's who I'm talking to. Okay? Trump said that's enough. So for us people that goes to work, that's working, he said you got to have at least 30 hours. Okay? 30 hours a week to qualify for the program. All right? So most of us that work on a regular basis, 30 hours ain't nothing to us. This is what we do. So guess what? We going to be the ones walking around in the grocery store with the big baskets, because we deserve it. All these years, they've been letting people with no job. They walking around with 2-3 baskets full of groceries, and us hard-working people, we got a little handheld basket with 2-3 items in there, because that's all we have left out of our check. And they sitting around getting fat food, eating lobsters and shrimp and crabs and all this other good food, and we can't even eat that. And we the ones going to work. So I'm glad Trump didn't flip the switch, baby. So all y'all that's living it up right now, that's able-bodied to go to work, and you're choosing not to go to work, you better get ready. Because, baby, y'all finna get them notices. And them notices gonna come soon. And like he said, real quick. And those of us that go to work, we ought to be able to go and apply for some food stamps and see what it feel like. To be able to go in the line and slide a card with pride. Because it's not for the ones that don't have nothing. It's for the ones that's working to have something. It's our turn now, y'all. So I'm telling y'all right now, if you able to go to work, you better get out there and start filling out them applications. If you want to have a place to live. It's time to get up and stop being lazy. Because, baby, this is not the American way no more. Trump said no. And y'all can be mad all you want to. I told you, things are changing. You ain't gonna like it, but guess what? You got to go with it. So that's what I got for y'all today. No more Section 8 EBT for people that don't want to go to work. Y'all time is up.
So let me chime in on how people are making it right now in America with inflation at an all-time high. People that are making $35 an hour, $40 an hour are still broke. So you wonder, am I the only one feeling this? I know you guys are driving around in your city, seeing people still at the grocery stores, still in the fast food lines, still acting as everything is normal. But there's one thing that, if you haven't noticed, people are not using their money to survive right now. They're using credit cards. And if you look at America's credit card usage right now, it is at an all-time high. Most families are already maxed out. And I'm going to tell you one thing that's going to send everything into let's say a bad spot. They're not going to pay these credit cards back. They're spending knowing that they're not going to pay these credit cards back. And so now that these people's credit cards are maxed out and credit companies are no longer giving them money to survive and buy their food, because we don't have any help in our food. If you make money like I make money, you go to that grocery store, or your wife goes, because I haven't been in the grocery store in I don't know how long, but my wife goes to the grocery store. And if we don't spend $600 or $700 on a grocery trip, I'm surprised. But my situation is different. I have a lot of kids, but you wonder how people are making it out here, and they are not making it off their own money. Plus, let's put the other thing in perspective. You have the government saying that job numbers are through the roof. They have created so many jobs and people are taking these jobs. And that's not true. The fact of the matter is, people are taking on second jobs and third jobs just to put food on the table for their family. Mind you, in the richest country in the world, something's not right. If you are somebody out there surviving right now, taking care of your kids, and your money's going up, I salute you. But 99% of people right now, their pockets are suffering badly, to the point where the government even said that by the end of this month, most likely 99% of Americans will have run out of any savings. Wow.
$2,000 a month, and my rent is $1,660.
Sadly, this is getting to be the story of pretty much everybody out there. I haven't rented since I was in my 20s, so I've been out of the housing market forever on this shit. But I tried to help my niece get a place about 6-8 months ago, something like that. And she was telling me everything she found was $1,900, $2,300, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, sweetheart, you just let me look for you. There's something out there, $500-600 a month that's decent. I'll find it. There's not. Like, how? I mean, why? Why did we get to this point? Why is just a decent place to sleep and cook and survive exist? Why is it $3,000, $4,000 a fucking month? I mean, it's ridiculous. Something's got to change. Otherwise, we're going to end up with half the country homeless.
2,000.
Now, because I would so like to hear a lot of your feedback about this whole entire ordeal that's going on, when the cost of living, and on top of that, how real that the struggle really is. With that being said, feel free to leave your comments. Make sure you also hit that like button. You share this video. Last but not least, I'm trying to say, because I do stumble across my words from time to time. Last but not least, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, I'm out, folks.